Tribe and SEC to welcome every one of you amazing ladies on the call this afternoon. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for investing in yourself, in your growth, in your financial and wealth growth. I sincerely am happy that you have joined, and I'm sure that it's going to be a very, very insightful session for everyone that is here. So, very quickly, as we get started, I will just want to set a few ground rules. Kindly ensure that you have something to take notes. You know what they say about a pen and a piece of paper, a pen having longer memories than we do. So you're going to have a lot of aha moments. You're going to hear things that can potentially change your life, change your trajectory, especially when it comes to understanding certain things around the topics you're going to be hearing this morning, this afternoon. So please ensure that you are in a place where you're not distracted. And for as much as we are here, please be present, listen, and at the end, we would have room for questions and answers. So if you have any question, you can note it and you can put it in the chat and we'll attend to your questions. So, without wasting any more time, I have welcomed every one of us. We are also going to would like to share with you a video, a short video from the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, just so that you have an overview of the tremendous work that is going on for the women and families, children, and vulnerable groups in Nigeria. So we're going to be showing that video as we kick off this morning. So, but it's my pleasure, first and foremost, before that, to welcome for the goodwill message the representative of SEC. So please, if you're here, you could kindly unmute and let's have your goodwill message.
So, good morning, everyone. I welcome us all to this webinar. I'm going to stand on all existing protocol because it's very difficult to really do justice to protocol. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Prana Chukwog. I'm the Executive Commissioner, Legal and Enforcement. And I'm representing the Director General, Dr. Momotimi Agama, who is unavoidably absent. So I'll go ahead and give his goodwill message. All protocols observed, like I said. It is with absolute pleasure that we welcome you all to the Ownership and Wealth Inclusion Program, an initiative of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development in partnership with the Securities and Exchange Commission and FinTribe. I would like to also extend my sincere appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, our partners at FinTribe, distinguished speakers, and every participant joining us virtually from different parts of the country. Today's gathering reflects a shared commitment to a cause that is both timely and transformational: the economic empowerment of Nigerian women through financial inclusion, investor education, and wealth creation. At the Securities and Exchange Commission, we firmly believe that economic prosperity is most meaningful when it is inclusive. A nation cannot attain sustainable development when a significant portion of its population remains excluded from opportunities for wealth creation and ownership. Women constitute nearly half of Nigeria's population and continue to play indispensable roles in our homes, businesses, communities, and the broader economy. Yet, many women remain underrepresented in investment participation, ownership of financial assets, and access to capital. This reality presents both a challenge and an opportunity. The challenge lies in addressing the barriers that have historically limited women's participation in the financial ecosystem. Barriers such as inadequate financial literacy, limited access to information, cultural perceptions, and in some cases, a lack of confidence in engaging with investment opportunities. The opportunity, however, is immense. Just imagine the impact on our economy if millions of Nigerian women are equipped with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to save, invest, build businesses, and transfer wealth across generations. Imagine communities where women are not merely participants in the economic activities, but owners of assets, shareholders in companies, and active contributors to the capital market. This is the vision behind the Ownership and Wealth Inclusion Program. Ownership indeed matters. Ownership creates dignity. Ownership creates security. Ownership creates influence. More importantly, ownership creates legacy. The Nigerian capital market provides one of the most accessible pathways to ownership and wealth creation, whether through equities, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, bonds, commodities, or other regulated investment products. The capital market offers opportunities for individuals at various income levels to participate in the growth of businesses and the economy. You do not need to be a financial expert to begin investing. You don't need to have millions of naira before taking your first step. What is required is the willingness to learn, the discipline to plan, and the wisdom to make informed decisions. That is why at the SEC, we recognize that an informed investor is a protected investor, especially the women folk who are most times and more often very vulnerable. We also understand that knowledge is one of the greatest equalizers. When women have access to accurate information about investment, they are better positioned to make sound financial decisions, avoid fraudulent schemes, and build sustainable wealth. One of these vulnerabilities that women face would always be in the issues of Ponzi and fraudulent investment schemes. Every year, countless individuals lose their hard-earned savings to entities that promise unrealistic returns and exploit the financial aspiration of unsuspecting citizens, especially women. Many of these schemes have common characteristics. They promise extraordinary returns within impossibly short periods. They also create a very false sense of urgency. They often lack proper registration and operate outside the regulatory framework. Yet, despite repeated warnings, people continue to fall victims because of inadequate awareness and the understandable desire for financial security. Let me therefore use this opportunity to reiterate a very simple principle. If an investment opportunity sounds too good to be true, it probably is. At the SEC, we remain committed to protecting investors and strengthening confidence in Nigerians' financial markets. Regulation alone is not enough. Investor vigilance is very important. So I say to all women who are here present, who logged in, who are listening, before you make any investment, please ask questions. Questions like, is the company registered with the SEC? Is the investment product regulated? Do I understand how returns are generated? What are the associated risks? Have I verified the information from credible sources? These questions will make a remarkable difference between you building wealth and losing the little savings that you have. I encourage every participant, therefore, to make use of the resources available through the SEC. Verify every entity before you invest. Seek professional advice when necessary. And please never allow pressure, fear, or excitement to replace due diligence. Ladies and gentlemen, wealth inclusion goes beyond access to financial products. It also involves access to opportunities. Because I know that this is a goodwill message, I'm going to cut the speech at this point because we were of a different understanding that it was going to be a full speech. But since it's a goodwill message, I'm going to just at this point end the message so that we can yield the floor for other persons to come on board and for the activities to commence. So to every participant, I encourage you to engage actively. Please ask questions, take notes, follow up on the information that has been shared. But most importantly, take action. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Together, let us build a Nigeria where women are not contributors to economic growth, but also owners of wealth, creators of opportunities, and custodians of lasting legacies. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a productive and impactful session. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for this organizing this program. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's give it up for the representative of SEC. You have done amazingly well. Thank you so much. And thank you, House. I can see all your acknowledging her, and we do appreciate that. That was really beautiful, and you really hit so many things that, you know, like I said earlier, this is going to be a phenomenal session. And just from the goodwill message alone, I believe we have learned a lot. One of the takeaways for me is that take action because the future belongs to those who take action, really. It's not just about hearing, it's not just about learning what you're going to learn. Like I always say, the gap between what you know, where you are and where you want to be is what you do. So it's not necessarily what you know. What you know is a fantastic place to start. But after that, please take action. We're so grateful to SEC for that very warm and very encouraging goodwill message. Thank you so much for being here also. Thank you for your partnership with the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development and all that we have been able to do together over time, and the much more we're going to be able to do for Nigerian women when it comes to financial inclusion. Thank you so much. Indeed, like you rightly said, there are challenges and there are also barriers. There are also opportunities, rather. So we have so many opportunities, and those are the things that you're going to listen to today. Different opportunities on how to save, how to invest, build businesses, transfer wealth, generational wealth, and create legacy. So those are very, very amazing things that I believe every one of us looking at our lives, that is the goal. That is where we want to be. We want to be financially literate. We want to be included. We want to be among the decision makers. We want to have the resources it takes. We want to have the knowledge to be able to invest and grow wealth and to be economically empowered. Thank you so much once again. That was really amazing. At this point, I'd like to ask that the video from the Ministry of Women Affairs be put up. Can we have the video come up at this point?
Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, yes, but it's not full screen. Fantastic. It's okay.
From the quiet.
Please confirm the sound is okay. I just paused it to ask.
Yeah, it started and it's so, yeah, go ahead.
Strength of the woman on the farm to the strategic brilliance of the woman in the boardroom, from the frontline courage of the woman in the field to the steady hands of the woman in the surgery room, to the woman at home whose steady hands prepares food for her family while thinking of how to earn more to support the household. Everywhere you look, women are at the forefront, leading with excellence and compassion. In Nigeria, women give every single day. They give time, they give strength, they give skill, They give resilience. Under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, women are driving progress with the visible commitment of Senator Oluremi Tinubu and through the leadership of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs under Honorable Iman Suleiman Ibrahim FSI. RHSII 774 connects women in every local government area to opportunity because no woman should be without a ladder to rise and a platform to win. She gives her labor on the farm. She gives long hours and uncertain returns. Through RHSII 774 and WAVE and gains value. She processes, packages, and earns more. Her efforts meets reward. She gives energy, walking long distance, health through smoke, and time in darkness. She gains mobility, power, clean cooking, and ultimately ownership. A girl gives up her confidence when dignity is taken away, but when support comes, she gains it back. She stays in school, she keeps learning, she moves forward. And for every vulnerable child, Future Now is more than support. It is a platform for protection and development, ensuring every child is seen early, supported properly, and equipped with the tools they need to make the future. Because no child's potential should be limited by circumstance, and no future should be left to chance. And women gain one clear place to start through the Happy Woman app platform, a gateway to opportunities and support without needing connections. And we have seen this work in real life through the Nigeria for Women program, when women are organized into structured groups and supported with financial literacy, saving platforms, and enterprise pathways. The results become measurable and durable. Women collectively saved 4.9 billion naira and gained 15.6 billion naira in livelihood grants. This is the foundation we are scaling so more women can move from effort to enterprise and from survival to stability. She gives her voice and gains protection, confidence, and leadership. Families gain stability and resilience. Women give trust and discipline and gain financial power. Billions saved, billions unlocked. Communities grow. A woman gives effort and gains opportunity. She gives resilience and gains support. Across Nigeria, RHSII 774 is bridging effort to impact. This is not just intervention, it is a national commitment. Give to gain, invest in women, strengthen families, build the future. At the heart of this commitment stands the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development. Through the renewed hope agenda of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is truly Women O'Clock, led by Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, Honorable Minister for Women Affairs and Social Development. The ministry remains relentless in ensuring that Nigerian women have seats at the table, money in their purses, hope in their hearts, and happiness in their lives.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that was just a short video from the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, highlighting some of the activities and the programs and the vision and the mandate of the ministry and what it is doing towards achieving that. A lot of work, I must say, is going on, and we intend that every, like the minister would always say, she would also say, always say, no woman and nobody, no child, no vulnerable person, no family, nobody should be left behind. As much as we can, the Ministry of Women Affairs, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister, Honorable Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, is reaching out to Nigerian women. And one of such platforms is this platform, because we know that whatever we do, no matter how far we go, financial security, financial freedom, financial intelligence is critical to our growth, to our influence, to our ability to contribute and to also impact and above all leave a legacy. Thank you so much for watching the video. At this juncture, we are moving on in our program for today. And it is time for the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Honorable Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI, to give us a keynote address. I would like to say it's my singular privilege and honor to call up the Honorable Minister, a woman that is deeply passionate, a woman that is full of energy, full of drive, and always wanting to do something that will better the life of the Nigerian woman. So, ladies and gentlemen that are here this morning, can we give it up as we invite the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs for her keynote address? Honorable Minister, ma. Okay, so it appears the Honorable Minister is not here. And so when she joins us, I know that she has quite a number of engagements for today. So I'll call her up when she joins us. So we'll crave your indulgence that anytime she comes in, we would take her to give her keynote address. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on, and it is my pleasure at this juncture to invite for the very first session at today's event. I do not have a name, but I'm going to invite the person. It is a representative of SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and they're going to be talking to us in the next 20 minutes on market safety, identifying fraudulent schemes, verifying regulated companies, and investor protection. This is something we should listen to very carefully. Like we heard in the goodwill message, a lot of people have been scammed by Ponzi schemes and all manners of things, offering just some kind of returns on investments that are too good to be true. And like she rightly said, when something is too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So please, can we put our hands together and welcome the representative from SEC to take us on market safety, identifying fraudulent schemes, verifying regulated companies, and investor protection. Over to you, please.
Good afternoon, ladies. Thank you, Halima. You're doing a very great job. My name is Jessie Oguched, representative of the Securities and Exchange Commission. I don't know if you can see me clearly. I want to also use this opportunity, yes, to thank the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development and the management of the Securities and Exchange Commission for ensuring that this series of financial literacy, continues. We had the first session, the first run a month ago, and it was very encouraging. We received lots of requests to continue with the series. And thank you, my Executive Commissioner, Legal and Enforcement, for the beautiful presentation. And I want to just draw your attention to know that in SEC, in the Commission, our language is one. One, because you will see in the course of our presentation, we'll speak the same language for protection of investors and the market development. And market development, thank you. Sorry, I was interrupted. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Please just confirm if you can see my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet.
How many left?
Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. My presentation today is on market safety, identifying fraudulent investment schemes, verifying regulated companies, and investor protection. As I said, my name is Jessie Oguche. I head the Financial Inclusion and Investor Education Division of the Market Development of the SEC. And let us start with a teaser. I would like to ask, if someone promised to double your money in 1 month, based on our topic for today, I'm sure you already know about the SEC from the goodwill message. Last month, we gave an overview of the capital market. And part of the capital market functions is to regulate and develop the market. So part of the market development and protection of investors, one of the key issues we all know, as my executive commissioner said, is Ponzi scheme. So let's start. Let's see what you will do, because we are all victims one way or the other. But as we say, knowledge is key. If someone promised to double your money in 1 month, invest 100 and get 200, please. I just want to see a show of hands. Tell me, what will you do? We have options here. Invest immediately, ask questions first, verify if they're regulated, or ignore the offer. You can drop your responses in the chat, or you could raise your hands and you could speak. I want it to be as engaging because this is very practical. And my ladies, I want to ensure that the reason why you're here today, you achieve a lot. Halima, thank you. You've already mentioned, get your pens and your papers, because a pen has longer memories. So what would you do? I'm not seeing your responses in the chat. Who is going to invest immediately? They're going to double your money. What will be your response? And you have to be quick because there are limited slots, limited options. Can I see responses there? Okay. As we can see, Ask Invest, just to let you know about the importance, of verification and managing your money. And that is why we are here. Invest immediately might come to some of your minds. Some people will say, ask questions first. And some will say, verify if they are regulated, or ignore the offer. So as a learned person, we want to empower women with the right things to do. As I tell you in the SEC, our language is just one. You first verify if they are regulated. So if you chose C, I want you to clap for yourselves. I want to see the emojis flying, that at least we are beginning to understand how to manage our finances and avoid being scammed. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, women are building wealth and becoming a bigger target. I had a screen, I had a statistics as far back as 2024, the number of women now participating in the capital market. The margin between men and women was just shortly, just within 20%, the statistics from 2024, which shows that women are beginning to make more investments. Women are beginning to make big money moves. And because of that, they become very, very, very attractive. They are attracting the fraudsters. They are attracting the bad actors in the financial system. And that is why this conversation matters. As fraudsters are becoming smarter and the way fraud is carried out, we as investors, we also need to become smarter. And they target our women through different ways. And that is what I'm sharing with you today. Through Ponzi schemes, social media gurus, fake investment apps, WhatsApp investment groups, cryptocurrency scams, fake cooperative schemes. They come in different ways. When you see that we're tackling Ponzi schemes and fighting against Ponzi schemes, now with the introduction of digital systems, digital businesses, digital assets, they have come up with newer ways. But there is always one thing that is common: the method in which they operate. And that is what we are going to be learning today. So by the end of today, by the end of this presentation, your goal and our goal here is for you to know how to identify fraudulent investment schemes, verify investment companies, avoid common scams, understand sex role, and protect yourself and your family. As we have already given the overview before, but this is just a brief description of what the Securities and Exchange Commission is all about. We all know that it is the regulator of the capital market, and its mandate is to develop the market and regulate the market. By doing that, it protects investors, and we have different mechanisms in which we protect our investors. It regulates investment companies and the capital market, all the players in the market. Remember, they all have to be registered by the SEC before they can operate and deal with the investing public. We also ensure that the companies, they follow the rules and promote financial literacy and investor education, just like we are doing today. I want to give a practical example by using the market scale. When you go to the market, we already know that there is already a blanket price for the price of meat. And when you go to sell meat, some people will just say, no, with eyes, they will just cut and say, this is 1 kilo. You, as the buyer, I'm sure you'll be curious and go like, no, I don't want to be cheated. It must be measured. There must be a process in which you buy. When you come for 1 kilo, you want to be sure you're leaving the market with 1 kilo of meat, not going home and be left with just, imagine when you see the quantity, by the time you unbag your purchase. So you ask for it to be put on a scale to ensure that what you're buying and what you're paying for is what you get. And that is what SEC does. And that is the importance of the regulation, ensuring that all the players abide by the rules and regulation. Now, one of the key things I would like us to understand, and for you to always remember in protecting yourself, it is the 4 W's. My executive commissioner had already mentioned, but I'm going to go through it again. When you're confronted or someone comes to sell an investment to you, what do you do? So always just remember, ask yourself 4 W's. I want it to be as simple and memorable as possible. Who, what, where, why? Because I will tell you this, intelligent people get scammed. So don't think that because you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, ask in the history of Ponzi schemes and all the victims. You will see learned people. You will see, in fact, there are more learned people because they even have access to more funds that they put into this, because you feel smart, you can quickly put your money and come out. But at the end of the day, what they do is that they appeal to emotions. It's more of your emotions than your intellect. So quickly tell yourself, anytime an investment proposal comes to you, ask, who is asking for my money? Search the person and firm online. On the SEC website, we have information about every operator, about enforcement actions that are being taken. Information about all the registered companies are there online. So what is best for you to do is to ask who, what am I being offered? Do I understand it? If you cannot answer that question by yourself within 1 minute to 2 minutes, just know that it is not something for you to invest. You take your time and you relax. Where is the company registered? Is it registered with SEC? Confirm before you sign or hand over your money to anybody. And then you ask why. Why are they coming to you? Yes, everybody wants to make profit, but why is this one so special? They are offering me high returns, and what is in it for them? And what is in it for me? You have to probe yourself, arm yourself, let it be your reflex action. The 4 W's, who, what, where, and why. Then we're also going to take you to the red flag so that by the time you're asking those questions, you can identify if it's an investment scam. So it is important that you understand the red flags of an investment scam. We are not just talking about Ponzi, we're talking about general, because now they come in different forms. We'll still get to where we'll describe and show you the different forms in which they operate lately. So always ask. You will see that they are similar. I tell you, the businesses are in different ways, but the methods, they all are the same. The guaranteed returns, even the banks, guaranteed returns, they will give you what is realistic and within a certain time. And you sign clauses and all of that. But you see, investment scams, some guaranteed returns, because they have unrealistic returns. Unrealistic returns cannot be guaranteed. How? Why? How can you put 1,000 today, tomorrow they tell you they give you 3,000 naira? If it is not some level of greed, I know we all have our own, problems. Everyone wants to make money. We have issues. We are paying light. We are paying high transportation fares. But some things you need to step back and be very mindful, particularly concerning your finances. We want our women to be empowered. We want them to use their money. We saw the video from the Women Affairs and what the Honorable Minister is doing. And I always get excited when she says she wants to put money in the hands of every woman. So the government, the agencies, all of us come together trying to support women. And then that hard-earned money that you have will now disappear because of lack of knowledge. Please pay attention to this. There is no risk in investing. How? How can there be no risk? That is the guaranteed return. Then they tell you, they now start make you to be a recruiter. Go and bring one person. If one person brings two more people, that is how you continue to earn. And what it is that they'll be using the monies of the new recruits to be paying you and sustaining you. They will give you 1, 2, 3, proof of payment. And then you feel, yes, I'm growing. Yes, my money. These are red flags. Please, once they tell you start recruiting, bring one person, bring what kind of structure is that? Double your money quickly. Invest today. They put pressure. Then it's a secret. Don't tell. A business is a business. If it is for the public, it is meant for everybody to know. And all the processes and prospects for that investment, that is what we call prospectus. Whatever it is, the business plan, everything should be made public. Nothing should be hidden. Then, as we say, part of the red flags, pressure to decide immediately. And nowadays, we also have our celebrities that they use as influencers. So when we see a celebrity, we say, this person is rich, he cannot scam. He's promoting social investment. They are all red flags. Take your time. As I said, the 4 W's, who, what, where, and why. Just like my executive commissioner said, and I told you our language is one and the same so that it sticks to all of us. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. We are now going to look at the common types of investment scams, just like our topic today, identifying fraudulent investment schemes, verifying regulated companies, and investor protection. So what are the common types of investment? We have classified them so that you can understand, so that when it comes in different forms, you can tell what it is and you will take your time. There is no rush. As they say, good things, it's not about money. Good things never end in the market as long as you have the money. So don't be pressured. We have the Ponzi and pyramid schemes. We are very aware of that. Even me, before, I even understood these Ponzi schemes, one way or the other. I will not want to say before I will be now, but as a younger lady, I remember being scammed, and it always sounds so true, too true, honestly, till when your money goes down. We have the pyramid schemes, that's the Ponzi. And what is Ponzi? Ponzi is an investment scheme that uses money of new intakes, of new recruits, to pay older existing investors. So at the end of the day, when new investors are no longer coming in, then there is no more funds to sustain that pyramid structure. And before you know it, it eventually collapses. That is how Ponzi schemes operate. They use money from new investors to pay older investors. So people will say, oh, it's just starting, the older investors will benefit. But I tell you, older investors will see that there's benefit in it. They now carry more money to put inside. That is just how it works. When you see it working, you put more. You put more because you're getting more. And before you know it, when they get to the stage whereby they know that they can't sustain that scheme, before you know it, they all disappear. No clear business model. Your growth in the business is determinant on the new investors that you recruit. We have the online and social media scams. There are so many now. Fake opportunities on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on Telegram. I don't know why we women honestly are so, I don't know why. It is easier to just get us from these platforms. Our emotions are always high. We are so vulnerable to all of these very, 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 very cheap investment schemes. Once they just tell us one small money, I know women are desperate to support the families. We are desperate to ensure that our children are wearing good clothes. But I see that women are always the most vulnerable. And somehow, it's like the women are the ones that have the money now. We have fraudulent online trading platforms, unregulated investment clubs online. We recently heard of the one that just crashed. It was a reading club. We have to be very careful. Fake investment products, unlicensed crypto schemes. We all know SEC now regulates digital assets and even the forex trading market. Fake real estate and AI trading schemes. Anything you need to do, please try and always look, take a second look. Take a second look. If the investment promises you high returns or little or no risk, treat it as a warning sign. It is not an opportunity. It is a warning. Always remember. Please. Then we have the AI and digital investment scams. If you recall, there's the buzz about the Dangote scheme coming. We've had different AI voice cloning, in fact, video and voice cloning of Dangote advertising on the platform for people to put in money for Dangote shares that has not even come to the market. And people were already putting money. Those are the new ways of carrying out investment scams. These are digital investment scams, apart from the Ponzi. We have the clone voice emergencies using the voice of even your family member. They will come in different ways, but by the time you know it, check the methods. They are always in a hurry. Urgent 2K, urgent 10K. If you don't do it now, you will lose out. Very, very limited opportunities left. Fake celebrity videos. AI-generated videos showing celebrities or executives promoting exclusive guaranteed return offers. Please, let's be careful. Faced investment professionals. Some of them might even pose as fake SEC officials. Please let us be very, very, very careful. Always verify the family member. Once they call, take your time and say, okay, I will call you back. Call your family member because they must have even cloned those numbers. Call. Ask one or two people within your circle. Then you send money without confirming, without verifying. I know we are very kind-hearted in Nigeria, but at this point, we must have our sixth sense on the alert for so many things that are not usual. A cousin that has not spoken to you in a while just sends you an emergency voice note. Please send money. I know you love the cousin so much, but you also come down to find out what is going on. You just don't immediately send numbers. From stolen phones, they send messages like that. So we need to be mindful of all of these forms of digital investment scams. Never be too much in a hurry. That money you're looking for will surely come. So let's always try to recognize the warning signs. I'm giving a practical example. What are these practical warning signs? Just like the red flag. A woman invests 500,000 and it's always from a friend. It is sometimes from people around you that are close to you. Maybe they've benefited, but that does not mean that you are the same as that person. Look at yourself as an individual and ask the right questions for yourself. And then I tell you, once you get your first payout, you're encouraged to invest more, and then the company disappears. This is just a practical scenario, so you understand how it works, so that you recognize the warning signs. No legitimate investment honestly can promise you that. What are you selling? Even when you're selling wrapper in the market, how often do you even turn out and get your profit? You know what you go through. It is not automatic. So what kind of business are they doing to ensure that they get those returns within that short period? Those are real clear signs that we need to look out for. How to verify an investment company? So now, as we said, it is only the SEC that has been given the powers to regulate all investment businesses in Nigeria. It is only the Securities and Exchange Commission. So if you want to verify an investment company, what do you need to do? You go to the SEC website, and I want to show a practical example of our website, how you can do it today for the women that are here. I know all the time we say www.sec.gov. How do we check? It's not easy. They'll say it's not practical. They don't know how to navigate the website. I want us to do it together today. Let it be practical, that as you left here, it will, that memory, the vision of our website will be in your mind. So let me take this out and let us go to SEC website. Let's go to SEC website so that we can do it practically. Okay, I'll remove this. Okay, so this is SEC website. Let's assume, can you see my screen, please? Can you see the screen?
We are still seeing your slides.
You're still seeing my slides? Okay. Okay. Let me open the website and then let me share the screen from here. Let me see if that will work. Share. Just a moment, please. Can you see my screen now, please?
Yes, please. The website is up now.
Okay, the website is up. Okay, so this is the SEC website. And to go to our website is www.sec. Can you see the browser at the top where we're going to search? Securities and Exchange Commission. So by the time, because I'm always used to searching. So securities, type out Securities and Exchange Commission. If you cannot even remember, www.sec.gov. So SEC will come up, SEC Nigeria, and we click. This is it. It will come up. You click on it. Welcome to Securities and Exchange Commission Nigeria. This is the face of the website. You have your menu here. And you also have the search bar here. Look at any way that is faster for you. You just click on search and it comes. What do we want to look for? Registered capital market operators. So we type capital market operators. We have registered fintech operators. Search for, okay, sorry. Let's see. CMOs. Yeah, registered CMOs should come up. Okay, let's do this. Let's say we're looking for Vertiva Securities. Coming up. We said Vertiva, one result for. So you see, list of approved. No, that's not it. Why is it not coming up? Okay, sorry. Sometimes registered CMOs. So you can see that it even gives information about all the activities regarding our CMOs. Become an operator. Okay. Result for registered CMOs. Is it doing this today? Okay, let's go to this route for operators. That's also through the menu for operators, if it is not going. So under operators, there is a portal for find a registered operator directly that you can go to. If the search is misbehaving like it did now, but you go to the menu, look at it. For operators in the capital market, that's what it means. And then you scroll down, find a registered operator. It's opening. Good. Find a registered operators. You can see they're all in alphabetical orders. We have about 842 thereabout registered operators on our website. So that's why we say they are there. All you need to do is just, this is a reporting accountant and auditor. Read about them, functions, fidelity bond, read about them, understand what the company is about. If you feel comfortable with those companies, then you can invest. But that is what you need to do. Search for a capital market. So whichever one you know, all of these Ponzi, fraudulent schemes, like CBEX, let us assume we are searching for CBEX. It will tell you no result available. And it's giving you the advice and disclaimer. As an investor, choose the right capital market operator is essential for safeguarding your assets and maximizing returns. All CMOs in Nigeria are regulated and regularly supervised by the SEC. So all you need to do is search. Which other one can we search for? Let's assume which one is common. Let's say, no, okay, MMM. Okay, MMM. No results available. Which other common fraudulent schemes have we been seeing out there? Digital platforms. All of those digital platforms that we see that they're saying they're doing Forex trading, they must be registered by the SEC. Let us look at Meristem. We know about Meristem. You see them, you see their adverts. You see, it will come up. We have so many. We have Stanbic Asset Management. We have Stanbic IBTC Capital. So this is just an illustration about how easy it is for you to verify. This is a practical example for us now. Okay, so let's go back to my slides where we stopped. So how to verify an investment company? Please, I want to see your emojis. Do you now understand how to go check on the website? Please, I want to see you responding. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. It is that easy. Go to our website, click on operator section, and then verify a registered operator. And that way, or go to the search, put in the name of the operator you are looking for, and your information will come out. If it is not registered, it will indicate. Visit our website, then we have our email address, confirm the license is valid and current. You can see there's even a place, there's a section for registration of licenses. You can see those that have outstanding registration to carry out. So all information about what's going on in the capital market. The capital market is as transparent, because transparency is what builds confidence in the capital market. And that is why SEC regulation is very key. We are not relenting. We don't leave any stone unturned. As my management will say, zero tolerance to infractions. They are penalized, and our ISA has given us enough powers to ensure that we carry out this regulatory function at its optimal level. So never rely on social media alone. Social media alone, honestly, can actually get us carried away because it looks too beautiful. Sometimes even we as women, when we see some pictures on Instagram, it looks too beautiful. It will even make some of us to go and do BBL because we want to have that aesthetics. If you see real life, you know there's something that is called photo editing. So everything that you see sometimes, it is just not what it is. If it is too true, you have to really verify. It's just, let it be what I ordered versus what I get. I be what I got. You understand? Please, with finance, that is also how it is. How you see a woman made up in the morning, in the evening, by the time I go home, I'm scattered. I am not looking this same way. So it's good to know what the real thing is. Ask questions and expect clear answers. Read the investment documents carefully. I tell you, Ponzi schemes, bad actors, they don't like you questioning them. They don't like us answering questions. So those red flags will start showing almost immediately. Ask for their license. Is it valid? Is it current? Never invest, please, dear women, never invest just because your pastor invested, or your friend invested, or a celebrity promoted it, or everybody is doing it. I will keep emphasizing the message is one. At the end of the day, you should verify first, no matter who recommended it, because we women are emotional beings. God has created us that way. So it is important that we put our emotions aside when it comes to our finances, honestly, so that we will not be carried away and will be cheated. God forbid that this hard-earned money, because you are loving one man, or you love your friend so much and she's into it, you follow it. You can be the voice of reasoning to say, hey, come on. And that is why I want all women to be ambassadors of investor education within their communities, the knowledge that you are gaining here. We need you not to keep it to yourself, or don't say because you want to please your friend, please your spouse, please your loved one, and then you allow yourself also to be cheated, and your spouse and your family. It has rippling effects when somebody is scammed. Before you know it, you will see your friend having BP, high BP. They will be ashamed to tell you that they were defrauded by one investment scammer. So protection of your money as well from fraudsters is also translates to other things. Protecting yourself and your family, just like I said, it is not only about you, it's about your family. So once you finish identifying how to protect your money from fraudsters, how about that your investment itself? You owe it to yourself to protect your investments. Keep clear records of what you are investing. You've invested in a company and then you just abandon it. You're not following up to ensure that your dividends are being paid to you. You're robbing yourself. This one is not a scammer that is robbing you off. You are the one robbing yourself. So keep clear records of your investments in one place and track it. Ask a financial advisor. Look for somebody, a family friend that is good in Excel. They can help you put it and monitor it, and you can be calculating and updating it. Tell a trusted family member about your investment and where they are kept in case something happens in the future. I am saying this because we are having so many complaints about unclaimed dividends. We know what has been happening, unclaimed dividends, unclaimed monies from people that have not followed up on their investments, and it is running into billions that is in the coffers of the government because owners have not come to claim them. Later, you will say that you don't understand this capital market, that you invested money, you don't know what's happening. Meanwhile, you've neglected your right. You've abandoned your investment. So as much as you understand how to protect your money from bad actors in the market, also protect your own investment by yourself and for yourself and family. Always update your next of kin information and contact details where applicable, so that if something happens, they know who to get. And then update those informations regularly. For those that have investments already, I'm sure many of us have not mandated our e-dividend account, so that whenever the company declares profit, they don't have to be sending you physical checks to addresses that you have moved out from that cannot even be traced. It goes directly to your account. And there's the portal for doing that on the SEC website. Today is not about e-dividend. We are telling you how to protect your money and all of that. As we continue with the series, we'll select specific topics to guide you. And for e-dividend, and for those that have not mandated their accounts, and for those with unclaimed monies, the SEC is organizing a program on the 6th of August. That's next week, Thursday. We are inviting all the registrars. We are inviting the probate registry so that they can educate the public. It's going to be streamed live as well. We are going to share the information to your emails if you've all registered, so that you can, stream along and listen to the education. Those that have problems and they have unclaimed monies, either from shares they had bought before and they were not given the shares because it was due to over allotment, or maybe the company has restructured, or the company is no more, has been sold, and there are, like, they call it scheme considerations. I don't want to use all of those jargons because you might not understand. But in the instances that a company has been sold, like if I sell my shoe, the next person that buys the shoe will say, this heel is too short, I want it longer, or I don't want heels. So the shareholders from the company that has been sold, the new owners may not want to keep those shareholders or want to become a private company. So they need to return the monies of all your investments, of the investment of shareholders. So there are so many of those monies that are in the coffers of the government that are yet to be claimed. So we are actually sensitizing for people to come and meet the registrars, meet the stockbrokers, so that and confirm and learn the process in which you can claim your money. Then for those of your family friends that are late, you see, that's the importance of what I'm saying. Keep clear records, update your next of kin information, your beneficiary. We need all of those informations updated. Please come with them, so that all those unclaimed monies of your late parents, your deceased spouse, you can have access to them. Nothing has happened to those monies. We want to let you know they are there in the coffers of the federal government. Please come for the program. We'll be posting and we'll send to your emails. If you have a family friend, a sister, a colleague, a neighbor, or within your community, and you know that there are people that are finding it hard to claim their unclaimed monies, this is a program for you. Please come on the 6th of August at the SEC Headquarters Multimedia Center. As I said, if anything goes wrong, please don't forget to share and to always report. You may have your stockbroker, your registrar, your fund manager, whichever relevant registered capital market operator you're dealing with. Please ensure that you report, because SEC has been giving the powers, particularly to those Ponzi fraudulent schemes. All the fraudulent schemes, we have the power under Section 196. Impose serious sanctions on them, even the players now, and even you that have invested, you're likely to lose your money based on our new rules. So please don't be part of it. If you know somebody in this game, warn them, because if they are caught, we have our enforcement departments that go out to seal these places. There are so many. If you stop one, another new one is upcoming. And if we don't know, if you don't bring it to our notice, we wouldn't know. So always share. And 5 safety rules every woman should remember. Please stop, think, verify, ask questions, and then you invest. What we are doing is not to keep you away from investing. It's fraud that is the problem. But the goal is for you all to invest wisely, safely, and confidently. Remember that you need to be a confident investor. That is the essence of this program, teaching you all you need to know about investment. I know the other speakers will talk about the investment opportunities. So there are registered and legitimate ways to build your own wealth: mutual funds, federal government bonds, corporate bonds, equities, exchange traded funds, Sukuk, real estate trust. Please, there are many more. I'm only giving you an example of different regulated, legitimate investment opportunities in the capital market. Our key takeaways for today: never invest because of pressure.
Hello.
Yes,
I'm
please.
sorry. If you're still sharing screen, we are not seeing your screen, and people have been
Oh,
asking for that.
oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
But we can
So
hear you
sorry.
clearly. Thank you.
So sorry. Can you see the screen?
Yes, please, it's up. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So let me just take it back so that you can see what I had shared. Protecting yourself and family, I spoke extensively about it, what you need to do for your own investments, apart from the fraudulent aspect, what you need to do also so that you don't rob yourself of your investments due to your negligence. Keep clear records. Make sure you mandate your e-dividend account. Go to the probate registry, investment broker to ensure that you follow up on the investments of your lost one. Go and claim them. There's no need leaving them behind. And we're having a program for that. If something goes wrong, I've told you where to go to SEC, and the 5 safety rules for every woman that should remember: stop, think, verify, ask questions, and then invest. Our key takeaways for today, please. You will be a confident investor. That is the essence. Never invest because of pressure. Verify before investing. Know your rights as an investor. If you have unclaimed monies, it is your right to go and claim it. Nobody has the right to take or eat your money. Please, your money is, as long as it has been registered in the capital market that you bought that share, it cannot be erased. That document is there. Please follow the right people, the registrars, and that is why we are holding those programs, so that people with issues can come and even verify your information. If you don't know how to, the registrars will be there. They are the custodians of those share documents. So please come for the programs, ask questions, send us an email, use only regulated operators, and if you're in doubt, ask SEC. We have zonal offices in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, Kano, and Abuja. And we have our phone number, emails. I'm going to share it. Please, your money is hard-earned, protect it before you invest. These are social media handles. You can snap it, you can screen grab it, and I'm sure they'll share the slides with you as well, to know that we are here to protect you. My dear women, thank you for listening. I'm sure you're empowered today. You understand how fraudulent schemes work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give it up for Jesse Oguche from the Security and Exchange Commission. Wow, 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 wow. That was a masterclass, an amazing one. Thank you so much. Thank you. We can see all the emojis going up. It was really, really insightful. And I'm sure we've taken notes. I have taken a number of like a few pages of notes. And we look forward to having the slides that she just mentioned as well, and possibly the replay. Thank you so much. That was really excellent. And I hope we are going to take action. We've learned a lot. And as we have learned, the important thing is that anytime we see any investment or anybody is coming to tell us, oh, there's this thing happening, oh, you're going to end this, you should remember to ask the 4 whys. Who is asking you to invest? What can you in what you need to understand? You don't invest in what you don't understand. You have to understand how it works before you even think of investing. Where is the company registered? Number 3, why? And then the third is why. Why are they coming to you? Why is it for me? What is it? What is in it for them? Fantastic, fantastic. And I also like, out of the many things, I also like, as she was closing, she shared with us 5 safety rules for every woman. If you remember, you can put it in the chat. One way is that when you write things down, when you type them, it helps your mind to remember. Stop, think, verify, ask questions, and then you can invest. Thank you once again, Jesse Oguche. When you were talking of the AI and how people scam people, I remember something that happened with our next speaker. I'm about to call up. One day I was on, I can't remember, on social media. I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook, and I just saw Financial Jennifer saying, "Oh, sign up for this, something, something, something." And I just felt she was the one. And I just signed up to, and it took me to a WhatsApp group. When I got to the WhatsApp group and I began to notice that what they were sending, I remember I sent her a message, and then something in me just, and I went back to look at the video, and I realized, I said, this is AI. This is not her. So somebody had cloned her using AI and was putting people in a WhatsApp group. And so sometimes, like our speaker said, they use people you may know, organizations you may know, they come out in the name of certain, so you need to always verify. I hope we took a screenshot of all the different, like the website for SEC and all their contact details. That is very important for you to have. So we're going to move on very quickly to the next presenter, and I'm going to invite Financial Jennifer herself from FinTribe, and an amazing young lady that is doing so much, so much for women, helping them to invest, teaching them where to invest and what to do and all of that. Today, she's going to be taking us on getting started, stock investing for beginners. Getting started. So if you are here and you're like, oh, this is so nice, I want to invest, I'm just so confused, I don't know what to do, this is for you. So ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together using our electronic hands, the emojis, as we welcome Financial Jennifer from the FinTribe for the next session?
Thank you so much, Madam Halima. The comment section has been on fire. We have over 500 people on this call. Those on YouTube, we see you. Thank you so much, the ministry, for this beautiful initiative, and for SEC as well. I was seeing some comments, even in our community, people are messaging, oh, SEC has this, oh, we can confirm this. Because before now, many of us are not aware of these things, and this is a great opportunity. Thank you. So we are going to jump quickly into the beginner's guide to investing in the Nigerian stocks. And many of us are familiar with this, but then many people might find it surprising. We did a quick poll. When you were registering, we did a poll, and the result is quite interesting. We have close to 2,000 people registered for this section. And more than, I think, up to 1,005 out of that 2,000, close to 2,000, say they have fallen to investment scam in one way or the other. And this shows the importance or the significance of having SEC in this conversation today. And then I think close to 50% say that they've never invested in stock before. If you're that 50%, we got you. This is why we are here. The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, we are so grateful for this opportunity. So let's dive into it. We have barely 20 minutes to have this conversation. What to expect? I'm going to have my section talk to you about the stock market in particular. Our last section, we look broadly to the different opportunities. This time around, we are drilling down based on popular demand. And because the minister herself was very specific that this must not be one of all the other webinars you've been on, you just come, you really live with something practical. We want it to be very practical. So once I'm done, we are going to have someone else come on, share their screen, show us, starting from creating accounts, how to create your investment account, how to use it so that you are living with something. Stay so put. Oh, and they are coming with prizes for us, okay? So beginners guide to investing in Nigerian stock market. A little introduction. I'm Financial Jennifer, a multiple award-winning certified financial educator, an investment banker, a chartered accountant, a chartered stockbroker, a licensed dealer of the Nigerian Exchange, founder of FinTribe. FinTribe is a women-focused community. When it comes to pushing women, encouraging women, teaching women, we are big on financial education, financial inclusion. I don't know if you have FinTribe women in the house. I see you all. And most importantly, passionate about simplifying investment. So what are we looking at today? We are keeping it very simple. We want to understand what stock investing is about. We'll look at what you need to get started today, tomorrow, some of the key things to note, and then a demo. Okay, before I dive in, I think it's always important to show us what is possible. I don't know, some of us here might be the ones that sent this message. So on the screen, you can see some messages, testimonials from women like you and I that are already playing in this market. I don't know if you know, the Nigerian stock market this year has been the best performing in the continent so far. I think as at Friday, the market was about 59% this year alone. That means if you invested 100K in the all share index, right now that 100K is like 169,000. I don't know what bank will pay me that. And some of us, we left our money idle in the bank. So a few of the messages we have here from our community, we have Esther saying, guys, I just received my MTN dividend and to think I just bought it. Somebody else is saying, oh, me too. You know, so many messages. Oh, this person said, thank you for showing us the way to generating passive income. I received my first dividend from Boa Cement yesterday. Immediately use the dividend to buy more in Access Holding, etc. Another person is saying here, having this journey is what, okay. She said, I have been hearing of stocks, shares, and never knew how it works. But now with the training, and these are the kind of messages we want to get from you from the next sections. Our last section last month was amazing. And we believe that after today, you'll be the one messaging the ministry, messaging saying that, oh, I've invested in this or that. Okay, so let's get into it. What is stock investing all about? We are going to keep it simple. So you know how typically a company can be running a business and then they feel like, okay, we can invite the public to be a part of this, right? So public companies can approach the public for money by offering their shares for sale. Not all companies are listed. And if we mention any company in the during this conversation, it's not an investment advice for you to go and invest in the company or not. We are just sharing for knowledge sake, right? So now when you buy a share in a company, in exchange, you are allotted units of the company's shares. That makes you a shareholder. And once you have a share in that company, it's like a unit ownership. You follow on the company. That's what it means. Some of the key decisions they are making are going to invite you. If you are doing the annual general meeting, you will get the invitation. And then when they make profit, you're going to get a part of it if they declare dividend. So that is what you mean by being an investor in these companies, right? It makes you a part owner of that company. So if you hear me saying, do you know Dangote is my business partner? Dangote is making me money. I am not capping because probably I invested in shares of his companies and other amazing companies in the Nigerian stock market. Okay, so how do we make money from these? There are two major ways. Number one is dividend payments, right? When they make profit, they can decide to declare dividend. It's not compulsory. Not all companies declare, and they may declare this year and not declare next year, but it is something to take note of. That's passive income. So from their profit, they can pay out some of that to we that invested in them. And then another popular way you can make money is through price appreciation. Let's say I invested in the shares of a company today at 100 naira. Maybe in the years later, it's now 120, it's now 130. So if I sell, that difference is something for me, right? My money has appreciated. Can you see something? It is very clear how you make money from this. And that is the thing with our capital market. It is clear how you are earning from it. Oh, I invested in something with the government, they pay me interest. Unlike some of the Ponzi scheme Madam Jessie mentioned earlier in her presentation, right? So this one is clear. When the company is doing well, you can see it. It reflects in their stock price. And sometimes the markets can drop, prices can drop. So this is part of the key risk when it comes to investing in stock. The goal is for us to have ample idea, have full understanding, because the truth is at the end of the day, stock investing may not be for you. Yes. Some people are risk averse. Oh, anything, which one is I will put money? It will go up, sometimes it may come down. Some people don't want that. No problem. There are other opportunities, treasury bill, bonds, commercial papers with fixed income. Who knows? Maybe one of the sections that can be a topic we will dive into, right? But if stock investing is for you, no problem. But take note of the risk involved. Sometimes prices can fluctuate. If you recall, I think sometime in June, the market was really, the market started dipping. And sometimes there are things that could push the market. It reacts to the forces of demand and supply. Let's say when investors are taking profits, prices might dip a bit, or something could happen in a particular sector. It could affect the price. But you know what? So far, it is a solid company with good fundamentals. Even when the prices drop, don't worry, go and relax. In fact, Personally, if I have money, that is the period I want to top up my holdings, because I know that there is a reason I invested in this company and that reason has not changed. Maybe there is a temporary situation that is making the price drop, but over time it would go back up. So it's important to understand this risk, right? That prices might fluctuate. That happens. But let me show you something. I have two slides here on the screen, two different companies. See the first one on my left. This one is for MTN. Remember what we said? Any company we mention is just for the sake of education, demonstration. It's not a buy or sell recommendation. Please, it's important to mention that. So if you see something now, it starts with shares. In this company, on this platform, I have this particular unit in that company. So equity, the volume, what is the monetary value of the quantity I have? And then total gain says 2.2 million. That means from this particular stock, I have made 2.2 million. It shows you the day's return. Average cost, the average price of this stock in my portfolio is 336. But the price today is 858. If you recall, the last time we had this conversation last month, I think this particular stock was about 700. It dipped to like 700. Have you seen something? It's retracing up. So on the left, with this company, I am in profit. I'm making some money at this period. Whereas on the right, I have another stock. Can you see? I bought that stock average of 13 naira 69 kobo. But today, the price has dropped to 13 naira 50 kobo. So that means currently, I have lost 6,700 from these companies. Why did I bring this up? Because it's important to know what to expect. Sometimes some of the stocks you have might be doing you well, it might be in profit, but other times the market might not be so favorable. It can be a negative. Does it mean I will panic? Oh my God, I'm losing 6,700 here, my money. No, I don't have to. Remember, from one stock, I'm making 2.2. From this one, I'm losing 6,700 naira. Overall, if I net it off, am I still in profit or loss? Okay, so it's good we have ideas of these things. Let's keep going. What do you need to get started? Okay, Jennifer, I have understood what you mean. SEC has explained to us what to look out for, where to invest and all. And then how do I start? Very simple. You need a brokerage account. And the good news is that most of the investment houses today have their platform. Some of the fintech platforms that are also market operators, they have their apps you can use. There are so many of them. Anyone you use is okay. We are not saying you use this one, don't use this one. So far, they are regulated, like Madam Jessie said. Go ahead, right? So to create a brokerage account, don't worry, we're going to see a live demo. We have Oge from Bamboo that will show us a live demo how to do this. What you need your BVN, your valid ID. It can be your international passport, NIN, voter's card, driver's license. All this is just for KYC, know your customer. You need your proof of address. Sometimes people miss it up here. To verify that, oh, you said you stay here. How can we confirm? If tomorrow we need to see you, can we confirm that? And these are some of the things most of the platforms we accept. Of course, your passport photo and then your CSCS. Now, this CSCS, you're not the one to provide it. Once you create the account, the house automatically creates it from their end, right? And then you need your money. You need your money to get started. When our EBO commissioner was speaking, she's like, don't say it's because you don't have money or you're waiting for when you have plenty money. With small money, you can invest. I'm even saying as little as 1,000 naira. There are some stocks that are less than 100 naira, and you can buy just a unit of that stock and you are good to go, right? So this is what you need to get started. And then before we proceed to the demo, okay, please, are you ready to show us how to set up our accounts and all that? Before we proceed, those are some of the things we need to note. Number one, the Nigerian stock market, sorry, this is 9 a.m. in the morning to 4 p.m. Yes, the time has shifted. So if you want to invest, maybe target that kind 9:30 a.m. in the morning. So right now, the market is open. You can log into your platform and invest Monday to Friday, every working day except on public holiday. We've already mentioned it. You need a brokerage account and a CSCS number that will be generated when you create that account. And then take note that it takes 1 working day. Oh God, this has been an improvement. Back in the day, it used to be T+3. That is transaction plus 3 days, right? But now, if let's say I execute my transaction today, I want to sell a stock, for me to get my money, that is the next day. And the stock market is very liquid. If I sell today, by tomorrow, I can be credited. And then we've already explained that stock prices could fluctuate. So please expect these things. And then, like Madam Jessie said, you can retrieve your old or lost shares. This is one question we keep getting all the time. hey, please, ministry, let this be one of the topics we should address. But thankfully, she mentioned a section coming up in August. We need to be there, billions in unclaimed dividend. There's some investment that once something happens, no more, your money done gone. Otilo. But with the Nigerian stock market, whatever happens, so far you are dealing with like unregulated platform, you have your CSCS and everything. Years later, the ones your parents bought for you, for them, even for deceased people, you can retrieve all of these things. So make sure you be in that program next month. We are going to share the details. We'll get it from SEC and share with us. All of us has to be there. Okay, so now I believe that we have an understanding of how the stock market works, what it means to invest in it, how you can get started. So we are going to take a look now. How do I sign up? We are going to be using Bamboo for demo, but take note, any platform you use that you are comfortable with, it is fine. But the good news is that most of the platforms are similar. When we log in now, what you see here is most likely what we see in another one. Unfortunately, we can't use all the platforms. So we're just going to use this one as an example for you. So as Oge is walking through, you can check your own platform, the platform you have. If you don't have one, you can download. And yes, you want to be able to track how many of us start investing from this program, but we'll do that on our follow-up email. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and I hand over to Oge. Oge is with the Bamboo team. So if you use their platform and you have questions, anything, ask her. She's going to come up now, share her screen and walk us through. Okay, please, are you ready for us?
Yes, I am, Jennifer. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay, please let me know when you can see my screen.
It's coming up.
Can you see it now?
Yes, please, it's up. We can see Bamboo. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So I will just be running you through a demo on how you can sign up on Bamboo. So if you have never created an account before, you can download the Bamboo app from your Apple Store or Play Store or Google Play Store, right? So just search Bamboo, you see our logo, and then you can download the app. Then after you've downloaded it, you come here to create account. So Bamboo is currently present in Nigeria, Ghana, and South Africa. That's why you can see these three options highlighted above. So as we're in Nigeria, you click Nigeria, then you can type out your official first name. So I will say, then your gender, then your date of birth. For Bamboo, you have to be at least 18 years old to sign up on Bamboo. So I'll just pick a date, then citizenship Nigeria, then put an account number, then an email address. I hope we can all see my screen. I hope you're following through. Please let me know in the comments. All right, then you put a password. The password should have one small letter, one capital letter, one number, a special character, and 8 characters in total. So I put this, and then your referral code. If anybody referred you, you can use your referral code here, right? It's optional, as it says. Then you click say yes to the I acknowledge that I have read and agreed to Bamboo's agreement. You can click the link there to read through it. Yes, so I'm going through again: your name, your first name, your last name, your gender, date of birth, your citizenship, your phone number, because a code will be sent to you, your email address, a password. All of these 5 lines should be green. And then you click that you acknowledge and have read the agreement. So you click on continue. Okay, so here it says verify that you're human. Type the text shown in black. So as we can see, text shown in black is GENWMPL. Can go through it again, GNWMPL, and you click on next. Right, then from here, a verification code will be sent. Okay, so let me edit. Let me just go back here. So I want to show you. I guess I typed that out wrong, excuse me. Because I want to show you the whole entire process. I hope you're still following me. Okay, like I did before, the text in black, just to ensure that we don't have bots, is a security measure that the team has come up with to ensure that every account is created by a human. So 4AG7E45. Next. Okay, so I might have put that wrong. H. All right. Okay, so here you get a verification code that comes to your phone number. I'm just checking my phone to see if it has come in. And then when the number comes in, you click it here. And then next. Okay, let me just put something. The 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so ideally you should get an OTP, right? Why? Because this is a demo, a staging platform that we use. So I'm still waiting on the OTP. When it comes in, I'll type it out here and it takes you to next. And that is basically it. At the next stage, you are asked for your BVN, like Jennifer has mentioned, your BVN and your NIN, or your NIN, any one of the two of them, to ensure that you are a valid Nigerian citizen. Outside of that, we have a couple of KYC questions, just few questions. I'll take you between 5 to 8 minutes to fill out. Things around like, what do you do? Are you married? Your next of kin? Like a range between how your earnings are, what industry you work in, how do you make your money? These questions take a maximum of 6 minutes, so they don't take long at all. It is part of our KYC requirements to ensure that every account is fully secure. And after that, you between one working day, your account is already verified, activated. You get your CSCS number, your CHN number, and then you can sign up. You can start investing on Bamboo. So I'll take you to the Bamboo app and how you can buy a stock on the Bamboo app. So let me know if you're still seeing my screen. I'm signing up to my account now to show you. So we come here to invest and you come to Nigerian stocks, right? So you can see all the stocks we have, all the stocks listed on the Nigerian stock market are listed here. For example, let's say I want to buy MTN. The market is still open. So I come here. We have something called the liquidity score. This shows the liquidity of each stock that you're interested in buying. For example, MTN has a very high liquidity score, which means there's availability to buy. So I'm going to go to another one that doesn't have a high liquidity score. That tends to mean that, for example, Geregu has a low liquidity score. It means that the likelihood of the trade may fail or the execution might be slow. It means the people that are holding likely do not want to sell, right? So there's no one to buy. And people that want to sell off theirs, nobody wants to buy theirs. That's why the liquidity score is low. So this is very important when making trades, right? So I'll go back here to MTN and just do a demo of how to buy. So you come here, you click buy, but first of all, you have to go make a deposit as you've seen. So we go back, click this arrow above on top here. Then you go to home. Where you see home, you see add money. So add money, it will ask if you want to add money to your USD wallet or your Naira wallet. You don't have to have a USD account. You can use a Naira account. So let's say Naira accounts. And for example, we say 10,000 Naira. Then you can click deposit 10,000 Naira. You have these options. Either you do a direct bank transfer. The fees are 100 Naira to 150 Naira. Then we have a card option. We're partnered with Flutterwave, as you can see here. Then we have a brokerage account fee. This is for the US stocks, which is not our topic for the day. So these are the two options. So let's say I click this and then you copy the account number, pay it into your bank details, right in within seconds, it shows up in your Nigerian wallet. It will be ready here. So when you have it there, you can then type out what you want to buy. Come here. After you type out what you want to buy, you type out how many stocks. For example, with 10,000 naira, you can buy up to 10 MTN stocks, right? And then you see a breakdown, and then almost immediately your stock is executed. You get an email address. It shows here. I'm going to show you up here where everything shows. Right here where you see the bell button. So you can see all the Nigerian stocks I have bought or sold. You can see all of them here, as far back as when. Right. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. So that is it's a pretty short and pretty quick process. If you want to sell as well, you come down there, you see sell, and then you type. If you want to sell now, we have a couple of information that you would need. You say yes, proceed with sell order, then type out what you want to sell. And then that has been your sell order would be processed. With Bamboo, you get value the same day. So if you sell today, within less than 30 minutes, you can get the money in your bank account. The money will come down into your wallet here, and then you can withdraw. You can see here, transfer, and click your bank account. You can withdraw into your Nigerian bank account, as you can see here. And the fee is 45 naira. And that's the entire process. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Jennifer, I don't know if you have any questions in particular. Or
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe when we get to the question side, I can see some question, people asking, oh, what of those in diaspora? Because to mention for this conversation today, we have Nigerians in different places, Nigerians abroad. So many of us, not everybody here is in Nigeria. I can see those questions, but let's hand over to Madam Halima. When we get to the question part, we can now come back. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Financial Jennifer, and thank you, the representative from Bamboo. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Not a dull moment today. I want to see us appreciating them. Yes, yes, yes. That was fantastic. Insightful, easy. What I really like about what the two of you have done is to simplify it in such a way that we understand when you're talking about investing, a beginner's guide. It's, you just made it very simple, easy to understand investments. And of course, one critical thing Financial Jennifer said was the fact that stocks can go up and down, like it won't remain the same. So the fact that it drops does not mean that that's the end of the world. It only simply means that you can wait, it will pick up again. And if you have multiple investments, I think that's again the advantage of that. You're winning on one side. If it goes low on the other side, you're optimistic it's going to get better and all of that. Thank you so much. So I do not want to, people have quite a number of questions. We're not able to keep up with some of them. But what I'll do at this point, because we're at the Q&A segment, for the Bamboo too, people have like immediate questions they may not want to forget. So please, somebody is also asking, we need guidance on the best stocks to buy. We can take note of that. Someone asked about those of them in diaspora. And of course, if you have any question, you can put it in. And if you can unmute to ask your question, that's also fine. So the question and answer session is open. We have representatives from SEC, from FinTribe, ready to answer your questions. And if it's on the Bamboo process also, please just feel free and let's do it in the few minutes we have left.
Okay, I'll be meeting those that their hands are up. Chikodi, your hand is up, please.
Uh-huh.
Afternoon. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Yeah, my question is, thank you for the insights. It's been really insightful. You have really teased me in a lot of things. I've had, not in Nigeria currently, I've had my stock in GT for several years now, about 20 something years in Zenith Bank and Co. I returned back in January and I wanted it to go into what do you call it, a stockbroker to dematerialize, and so that I can monitor it by myself on my own app here. And it's taking this long. I don't know what the problem is. Each time I asked the stockbroker what the problem is, she says they've sent the dematerialization document I signed to GT Co, but they haven't received it. They're waiting for dispatch rider. And I'm wondering, is there no seamless way of this thing being done that the stockbroker can just be out of this and you manage your stuff yourself? Out here you have trading 212. I manage these things. I buy, I sell, I do what I want to do with my investment by myself. But this one, I've gotten this Zenith, Quantum Zenith, whatever, but I'm yet to see anything. I don't know if it's a legal body that I'm working with, or that is, I don't know, because it's taking too much time. And my dad's own stocks also, he ceded them to me. I've given them documents to sign. He has signed documents, and I came back from January till today. It has not been dematerialized. You ask and they say one signature. I don't. It's getting too frustrating. I don't know if I'm in the right stockbroker or that's what is obtainable in Nigeria, that you have to send paper documents to the stock, to maybe GTB, before you can get it. I don't understand how it works. Honestly, it's becoming frustrating to me. I just said I should ask and know what the procedures are. Thank you.
Can I respond, please?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chikodi Benobi. I just took down the names of the banks and shares that you said you're trying to dematerialize. You know, there is a process, and however, your stockbroker is the person to help you to carry out this process seamlessly. It shouldn't even take time because we are transferring as the processes from manual to e. So, do you know who your registrar is? If you want, please, are you hearing me? You can send an email with your complaint. Please provide full details, if you would, name of your registrar, the GTBank shares, and the issues that you are having. We will help you to follow up. That is why we are there. I wish you were around, so because almost all the registrars will be around for this program. You can come and get it done. However, please, if you even have somebody that is around in Abuja that can come next week. I don't know if you have your registrars. Yes, Chikobi, you can speak, please. I see your hand is
I was
up.
muted. Yeah, I was muted, so I couldn't speak.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
sorry. Can you ask the questions again?
So I said, send us an email to sec@sec.gov.ng.
Okay, sec.sec@gov.ng.
Sec@sec, yes, .gov.ng. Exactly, with your complaints, the shares you're trying to dematerialize. If you can remember your registrar, it will be nice, or stockbroker. Just put down the name, and we'll try and follow up to see that, we'll try to get to know what the problem is. Put your contact details, your phone number, please. And if you have anybody we can contact, as you are not the country, it will be nice for you to let them come next week. Because I'm sure you have unclaimed dividends. If you have not dematerialized, that means you have not even mandated your account so that your monies now can be entering your account. So you definitely not be seeing anything at the moment till that is done. And it's a very seamless process. Even on our website, you can do that on our website. But you said you have not even yet dematerialized and all that. Do you have your CSCS number? Put it in your complaint, and then we'll get back to you.
All right, thank you very much. And how about my dad? My dad is trying to will his own. He's got a couple others also, and which I filled forms also for his own to be dematerialized. But it's still the same long process. I've come back here and she's saying he didn't sign. I'm like, I signed it. I was there with him, gave him the forms to sign, and it was brought to your office. And I'm hearing going back and forth on all these things. How about my dad? He's elderly, he's 96. He's not able to come out, but I don't know how I'm gonna, should I also add his own shares, or so rather his stocks that he's trying to also dematerialize in my email?
Address, a contact number and email address, so that you both can be reached, and whoever is, standing in for him, he can write a letter of authorization. Do you understand? So that you can process his shares on his behalf. So somebody should do that. And if there's somebody or a family friend in Abuja, I advise that person to come next week and ask for Jesse Oguche, and then we'll be able to look for the registrar in charge of those shares, and then we'll be able to go through your history, because they have all the information in their data bank, and we'll resolve it. Please do send an email. Attention, Jesse, Attention Enforcement Department, sec@sec.gov.ng. Please put contact details, okay? So that if there's any response, we can reach out. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. So I'm going to call on the next person that I can see their hand up. And I want to please ask for anyone asking questions, and also for our facilitators to be mindful of time. So we can take, I can see so many hands up. I cannot promise that we will take everyone, but we will try. And that really depends on how we manage time. So I'll be calling, and if your name is not showing, I may not be able to call. I can see Zoom user. Please, if you can just, if your name is not showing, we may not be able to call you up. So the next person hand I can see here is Udwak Asukon. Udwak, you can go ahead and unmute and ask your question. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and all the resource persons. Thank you very much for this great insight. Okay, I'm actually not really with the stocks, so I've been buying shares, but then this is still very inspiring for me. I have a few questions, please. One is, can we open accounts for our children? If yes, what is the minimum age required, and how can we go about that? So using one of these apps. That's one question. Then the second question I have is, can we transfer or inherit stocks? Please, I'd like to take it again. The first question is, can we open accounts for our children, like our minors? If yes, what is the minimum age required, and how can we go about that? And then number two is, can we transfer or inherit stocks? Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, Sec, please.
Sorry, I didn't get your question, Udwak. Did you say you want to open investment account for your children? Is that what your question is?
Udwak, please, can you repeat your question quickly? Yes, one question was that can we open for our children? That was one of the questions. She had two.
Okay. We have, apart from the fact that they cannot operate like the investment account app on their phones because they are young, but we have our fund managers, we have asset managers, professional asset managers, and we always advise that is one of the best, because they have investment options for children, and we have all of them registered on our website. So it's very easy. You open an account in their names, and then you make, a payment plan on how you update and make money at any time into their account. So that is very, very, very possible. So, and then the ones for the app, you cannot operate it on their own. You have to do that. But there are investments that you can buy for them in their own names, different investment options for children. You can check all the asset managers on our platform. You go through them, see what they offer. There are different children accounts, education accounts, holiday, different things for children, and attractive as well.
Her second question was if one can transfer or inherit shares.
If one can transfer or engage shares.
Or inherit shares.
Oh, yes, exactly. But you see, there is a process so that, this process is not abused. And that is what we're saying is it's called the probate transfer of shares. So that's shares transmission. So there's a process for it, particularly from somebody that is deceased. But there are things and documents that you need to provide. Mode your identity letter mode of identification. You need your NIN as well. You need a letter of administration, because now it has to go legal. It cannot just be by word of mouth. That means everybody can just bring. So if it's for a disease, there's also death certificates that you have to bring, and then other little documentation that you need to do. But there is what they call share transmission, and it's done through the probate registry and all of that. That is why we're also having a sensitization program, as I said, for shares transmission. Shares transmission can be from you to your child, from a late spouse. You are trying to get, transfer the shares back into your name, but there's a process for it, and it is done legally. We have some of our operators in the market that specialize in probate services. So if you even go to our website under operators and you search probate services, you will see names of investment houses that they provide such services and help you with the process. And they will be there for our program next week. I don't know if you'll be around, but I think we'll be streaming live as well. We'll send emails to you of the link and everything, since we have your information, so that you can join. If you know the registrars to the shares and companies that you've invested in, we can contact them. They will be there for you to ask your questions live. But it's very possible.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we take the next person quickly. And the next person, I'm sure some of our questions are going to be similar. So if you're going to ask a question and you find that somebody has asked that question, please let it just listen in and get your answer. Ifoma, please go ahead.
Okay, please, I'm going to unmute Ifoma shortly, but let me also read one from YouTube, please. We have over 100 people on YouTube that also have questions.
Yes.
So
Okay.
which is the first question here? This person is asking, Princess Confidence is asking, please, I would like to know more about the program that is being organized by SEC. My mom has unclaimed shares, which has not also been dematerialized, connected to her account for a very long time. Okay, I think Madam Jessie just spoke to that. What we will do is we'll get the information. I see that most people here have we have the details of everybody that registered for this program. We'll get the details from SEC and share with us, everyone that registered. Princess, I hope that answers it. Okay, thank you. Then one more from YouTube before we move on. Conversations with Esther. My question goes to SEC. There was a few fintechs that are quite popular and valid to us, but in my search on the platform, I couldn't find them. Example, Piggyverse. I don't know if Madam Jessie is still on to take this.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we were just licensed to regulate the fintech space, all the digital assets last year. Our ISA 2025 repealed from the ISA 2007. And so far, because we know that the fintech operations is very, very, very delicate and sensitive, that is why we had to ensure that it is regulated, because of the numerous complaints we have received. So if you don't see anyone there, that means they have not yet met the requirements for complete registration. As we speak today, I think it's about 2 that have already. We have an ARI program that is like a sandbox where we are testing all the others to understand how they operate, to ensure that by the time they come into mainstream operations, all the risk issues that have been identified have been mitigated to ensure seamless transactions with investors. We have Busha, we have Kidas at the moment. And we have Bamboo. If you check, you will see. But if you don't see any, it's either they're having registration issues, they've not fully met the requirements, or they are in the process. We have quite a number of them in our ARIP program, which is the regulatory investor program, investment program for digital assets and digital operators. So maybe that's why you're not seeing them. But please, honestly, ensure that the names you see on our site are those you operate with or you transact with, the regulated platforms. They may be doing right and well, but if anything happens, you don't know where would you go to report. Because by the time you come to report to SEC have not granted them approval, and hence this sensitization for you to remember. Don't get carried away. Verify. Don't be in a hurry. Please, we are referring to verify before you invest. If it is not regulated, if it's not on our platform, then they don't have license to operate any investment activity in Nigeria. So you are operating with them at your own risk. Thank you.
Okay, Ifeoma, you can go on now, please. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for the presentation. So my question is, I have a DOM account with GT. How can I move the money from my DOM account to Bamboo dollar account? That's my first question. Then, how long before one can be able to sell their shares? Is there a particular time limit? Then the third question I have, do I need a broker to sell, or is something I can just do on my own? Then my fourth question is, how can I know the best time to sell?
The nursing part, Barbara.
Okay, please, are you still on the call? I think she started with the question on how she can move the money in her DOM account to Bamboo. Okay, please, can you help on that?
All right, I'm here. You can, if your DOM account has a card, you can either pay with your card, or you can pay directly from your DOM account to our US account. It's called the brokerage account, depending on what you want to buy, right? If you want to buy US stocks, you can pay into that account. But if you want to buy Nigerian stocks, you can use your card to deposit into your Bamboo US wallet. I hope that answers your question. You can use your domiciliary account card. We have partnered with Flutterwave. You see where it will require all your details. You put it there, and the money will be deposited into your USD wallet on your Bamboo account. Then you can use it however you please.
Okay, that was the first question. Ifeoma, you had other questions?
Yes. The second question is, how long will it take before I can be eligible to sell? And do I need a broker? And the fourth question is, what's the best time?
What do you mean by eligible to sell? If you buy a stock, you can sell it whenever you want. If you buy a stock on Bamboo, you can sell it whenever you want to sell it. Within the market open hours, of course. So within the time of 9 to 4, the Nigerian stock market opens, I think, around 9 o'clock or 9:30 to 4 p.m. So you can sell anytime within that time.
Okay, thank you. Madam Halima, your floor, please.
Okay, so we'll move quickly to the next person. After this next person that I'm calling, I'll read out some of the questions on the chat. There are people that have dropped questions there, so we can also include them in the conversation. Sylvia, please. Sylvia Igwe. You can ask your question on mute. Sylvia, are you here?
Hi, I'm here. Sorry, I was struggling to
Okay.
unmute myself.
Okay,
Hi,
no
thank you
problem.
so much for the insight this afternoon. I'm not going to dwell on that. Just to save us time. I have a feeling some of my questions have partly been touched. It's just to confirm. And this is for Jessie, please, if she's available.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, thank you so much. I bought one of the federal government bonds. I think it was much earlier in the year. And I went through Afri Investors. Now, one of them, for one of the months, that went okay. I've been receiving the whatever I have e-dividend, so I get whatever paid in. But for the second one, it never reflected on the app. And I've followed up quite a few times with them, but I'm not getting anywhere. Would it be okay to email sec@sec.ng and copy for your attention? Would you be able to follow up on that, or is it just stocks that you'd be able to follow up on?
Oh, thank you, Silva, for that. By all means, we are here. We are protecting our investors. That's our key mandate. So please also, yes, Chikodi, I was also saying, if you can also send me an email, my email is joguche@sec.gov.ng. I will type it here, sec.gov.ng, so that if you send to SecMail, please just copy me. Since I'm here with you, we are relating one-on-one, so that there will be some form of accountability to pursue, because you can imagine the number of mails that come. So please do that. They are all we all regulate them, they are our operators. So I'm sure by the time we're able to reach out to them, they'll definitely respond. Maybe there's something, I don't know what it is till it's investigated. Okay? So just be rest assured we'll look into it. Thank you, Sylvia.
Sorry, can I just check a second question, please? I hope it's okay.
Yes.
I was looking to do a sort of a long-term investment, one of those ones that mature, in a couple of years time, a few years, a retirement really. But I picked one of the operators. I started with them. It should have matured in a few years to come, and it's going to be a few millions. When it happens. Now you get the need to be careful with that kind of thing. I got really hesitant where I had issues or not related to that, and I struggled to actually get somebody to be able to help me. My question would be, I know you said if you go on your website, you would be able to see, investors who deal with different sorts of investments. If I'm looking, specifically for investments, say, relating to pensions and things like that, I guess it's it goes under that. Start to, you have a set amount you're looking to get to in X number of years, and you want to start paying in. It's just an investor you can go with, and when the time comes, you won't turn into a case of stories that touch the heart and things like that. Is that the sort of thing I will be able to find on your website, or do you have specific advice regarding that, please? Thank you again.
Okay, thank you. So for services concerning investment, we will not be doing that, SEC. We are monitoring those carrying out those services. Those are our operators. So they are investment advisors that are registered with SEC. So if you go on there, you can go through them for investment advice, professional investment advisors. However, if you're talking about investment in pension funds, you're talking about we are not the PFA, we are not dealing with the PENCOM. However, our asset managers, that's the fund managers, remember that they deal with classes of assets in a pool, in a fund. So it's possible that part of the funds that investors have put into that, depending on what you have selected for your investment, they are putting it inside pension funds, working with the PFAs. It may be that, but directly we don't do pension fund investments. The pension fund, that's the PFAs, they already have the approvals and the limits to what they can invest in the capital market. So through that, it will be through our pension fund managers. Those are the asset managers. So they will have pension funds as part of their asset classes. So you can see the registered investment advisors there. If they are having concerns relating to their regulatory duties, what they are supposed to do, requirement with SEC, you can see ongoing issues, their registration, etc. But nitty-gritty, their reports, their annual performance, their accounting reports and all of that, they forward that to SEC. And there are things that they are supposed to also share with the public and their clients that they deal with. I don't know if I've answered you, but we have registered investment advisors sorry, if there's any default by any of the asset managers, our pension fund managers, then you are supposed to escalate it and report for it to be investigated. But we manage and ensure that they submit their returns regularly, quarterly, biannually, annually, and they are reviewed. So all of those issues and uncertainties honestly are minimal because they are being monitored. We have a monitoring department that ensures we have people that go through, go attend AGMs and all that. I don't know if I've answered you, but if you need specific advice, professional advice, go through a professional advisor and we have them registered and you can find them on our platform.
All right, thank you, Jesse. Let me quickly read a few of the questions. And I'm afraid we may not be able to take all the questions for today, but let's see how far we can go. Somebody is asking, they said, hello, how do I harmonize CHN and CSCS numbers from two different brokers? I'll take a second one. Please, I have shares that are in my maiden name and has not been connected to any account. How can I change the name? Hello.
Thank you. Yes,
Yes,
I
just
can take that. Just like we said, when I was presenting, it is your duty to manage your investments by yourself. So please, this update that you have, who is your registrar? That is where you go and you meet them so that you can update your records. You need to meet your registrar. So if you know your registrar, please write and contact them and inform them so that you can. And I tell you, whenever we're having investor clinic, it's an opportunity for you to quickly meet them. I don't know who your registrar is, but if you have that, make sure you have all the requirements, the legal requirements, change of the newspaper advert, then the sworn affidavit from the court. Okay, so and your means of identification. So please, and your CSCS number, you need to meet your registrar for that. I don't know who your registrar is, but if they are not responding, as I said, you can also write to us to look into it. And when we're having investor clinic, this is for you. Make sure you come on the 6th of August because all the registrars will be represented there. So you can meet your registrar and fill the forms. They come with their forms and everything. So you come with all your means of identification, the necessary documents, and update your records. Thank you.
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. And I would quickly go to the next person that has their hands up. And who would that be? Mariam A. Please go ahead, unmute and ask your question.
Okay, I'm going to unmute Mariam. Like we actually said before, we have some prizes. Madam Halima, how do we gift out these prizes for up to
These
20 of
prizes.
call? How do we do that? Okay, so let's unmute Mariam to ask our question. Mariam,
Hello, good evening. I'm sorry, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Thank you very much for this session. It has been so educative. Thank you so much. So my question here is, if you buy a stock at a particular price and then after a while the price goes up, do you have to sell the stock for you to make profit, or there's a share you get for owning that particular stock without having to sell it? That's my first question. Can I ask one, or should I wait for it to be answered? Hello?
Okay, hello. Okay. You see, what I would say is that everybody comes into the market and have their investment objective, isn't it? So if your objective is to make short-term gains, although capital market is for long-term investments, right? So, but if you want to sell, because we are people that come here, they are investors that are speculative in nature, and those ones, whenever they see it going up, they want to make sure that their money is liquid. Immediately, they want to change and rebuy. So it depends on what you want to do. If you're looking to get your money out, you're looking to make gain within that short possible time, you can sell and rebuy later when it has gone down and stuff, because everybody have the objective when you want to exit the market. But be rest assured that at any time you want to sell, the market has free entry and exit. You can go through your stockbrokers and that can be sold when you want. When you see, it has gone up by by 100, 300%, and I want to sell now and get my money out and do something else with the investment, fine and good, you can do it by all means. If it meets your investment objective, then please go ahead. And then, sorry, I wanted to add to the lady that said of her shares that she wants to know, she has not mandated it as well. I said her registrar, she has to meet her registrars. Please, I want to just let everybody know that if you are not sure of your registrar, so that you can contact them, if you go to our website, click on the menu, click on investors. There's our e-dividend portal there for unclaimed dividend. When you click on it, it will give you a form to write your name so that it can identify you. The name that you know that you bought your shares in, please put in that name. And your registrars, the name of your registrars, your shares will come up with the names of your registrars. Then you can now know which registrar to contact in case you have forgotten and don't know who to meet. You can't come for our investor clinic, but you can get the name of your registrar from our website. Please, when you go, the menu by the right-hand side, click on it, click on investors, this time not operators. Click on investors, go to unclaimed dividend, right? It will give you an icon, a bar for you to insert your name, put it in there, and then your shares will come out. Make sure it's the same name as the name you bought your shares. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie, for that. Mariam, you had another question. I was telling you to go ahead. I didn't realize I was muted. If you do have, if not, we'll take Christabel. But Mariam, if you have your second question, quickly ask.
All right, thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for the answer. My second question is for those of us not in Nigeria currently. Sometimes we are being asked for proof of residence, utility bills, something like that, just to go ahead. We don't have that. How do we go about it?
Okay, proof of residence in Nigeria. You know that you can as well show your Nigerian certificate. It's proof that you're first a Nigerian, because I've not seen, because we have accounts for people in diaspora. So it is just for them to do their diligence, because sometimes they'll also check and do background checks. So give your name, your identity to show that you're a Nigerian, yes. And then even your proof of address, where you are, it is good to disclose it. And I'm sure you also had an address in Nigeria, or a contact that you can also give. And you can take it up from there, please.
Okay. Thank you very much for the
You're welcome.
Okay, Christabel, please. Very quickly.
Okay, Christabel. Some questions on YouTube. I see we're already answering them. So
okay.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Sorry, good afternoon. I want to ask as a total beginner. My first question, I have two questions. My first question is, when they were showing the demo, the live demo, I saw the red and the green signs. So I was asking, what does the red and the green sign mean? And also, when do we buy or sell? Is it when it's either green or red? Like, what do they mean? And when is the right time to buy? Then the second question is, as a total beginner, what kind of, if I am to start buying stocks today, what is the list of recommended stocks for a beginner that wants to start today? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Christabel. Okay, and Jennifer, I think, can answer those two questions.
Okay, hi. I would answer the question about the red and green signs, and I think Jennifer will answer the best stocks to buy and what's the best step for a beginner. So I want to share my screen just so I can quickly show you. Just give me a second to share my screen, please. Okay, please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes,
Okay, fantastic.
it's coming up.
Okay. Okay. So the red sign means that the stock has gone down by that percentage. So if you're looking at my screen now, you can see MTN is down red by 0.10%. If it's red, it means it has gone down. If it's green, it means it has gone up. For example, you can see Dangote Sugar here is green, is up 2.41%. So that's basically what it means. If it's green, it means the stock has gone up within a certain period of time. You can toggle how long. So for today, what you're seeing now is today's return. Today's return, this has stayed green, this has stayed green, this has gone down, this has stayed green, this has stayed green. GTCO has gone down by 0.08%. Yes, that's basically what the green and the red means. And when you buy or sell, that's basically based on you only. We can't technically tell you what to buy or sell because people are different. People's risk appetites are different. But I think Jennifer will talk a little bit more on that. But that's it. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Oge. Quickly, I may not be able to tell you straight up, invest in these stocks or don't invest in this stock, but let me tell you the way I think about these things. If I were a beginner, I want to first of all look at what are these different key sectors in the market. How is the sector performing? Who are the leaders there? That's a good way to start. But one thing I also encourage beginners to do is that many of the houses we have, they have this resource you are not even leveraging. They have their stock recommendation report on some houses every week. I think every Monday you will get an email. They'll tell you, oh, this is the stocks they're looking at, and they will tell you why, which is very important. So beyond somebody saying, oh, this one has a buy mandate on it, they will tell you why. It's not left for you to look at it. Oh, what are the fundamentals of this stock? You may not have the skills to look at it technically, technical analysis, but I can ask myself questions like, how is this company even making money? Are they running a solid business? Do I understand their business model? Do I even like them? What are people saying about them? What do the expert researchers say about them, right? So that stock recommendation can help you as a beginner. And then, of course, you yourself, what are the companies around you that you feel like have solid businesses that you can bank on? That's a good way to start. As someone said for Jennifer on social media. Anyway, that is where to start. Thank you so much, everyone. I think Madam Halima mentioned that would be the last question. We still have so many hands, but I think it's time we look at the prizes Bamboo brought for us. So Bamboo said up to 20 people on this call they are encouraging you on your investment journey. They're going to support you on your investment journey by rewarding you with stock prizes, right? So are we ready for that? Madam Halima, I think Madam Halima has given us the mandate to go ahead. So
Yes.
if you thank you, Mama. I'm not sure we are going to do this one, no. But you two people, we see you. But remember, this is just fun. Let it be a fun thing to do. We have more than 500 people on this call, and we are rewarding 20 people just to encourage you to continue on your investment journey. So if you already have your Bamboo app, get ready. They're going to credit you. Maybe we'll start with those that are already on the platform, because that's where they're going to credit you. How do we go? So this question I'm going to ask, the first 3 people to get it right, we can start from there. Both on YouTube and Zoom. Okay, 3 on YouTube, three on Zoom, 2 people on YouTube. The first 3 people to get the question right. What's the name of our executive commissioner from SEC that spoke to us this morning? What's her name? Even if it's only one of the first name you know, that represented the DG. First 3 on. Hey, executive commissioner that okay, this may not work. Oh, it's happening so fast.
Imagine.
It's happening so fast. So, hey, the
The
commissioner
first person that gave
represented
goodwill message, oh.
DG that gave goodwill message.
The person
Yeah,
that gave goodwill.
Madam Jesse, your fans are plenty. Oh.
Oh, thank you. I'm here for you all. I'm here for you. My email is there. Oh. Send me message. Let me know that you have learned something. Ask your questions. Come for our programs. Learn, share, please. Thank you.
I'm still looking for a right answer. I've not seen the right answer. Oh. Okay, I have seen one. Let me take, we have picture evidence. I have seen one from All of Faithful. All of Faithful, please can you private message me your email address? I hope your account is ready where Bamboo can credit you. We need 2 more from Zoom. Okay, I have seen Havila Chukwu Ugo. I've seen Havila. You people should be saying thank you to the Honorable Minister, because if she not put this together, where we want to see prize to win. Okay, I've seen
Nana. Yes.
We have our 3 from Zoom. Let's quickly look at YouTube. Let's quickly. Hey, YouTube people are ever active. Oh, there's so many people here. Okay. On YouTube, I've seen Kemi Ejiko. Please, if I call your name, you can private message your email address so that we can reach out to you immediately after this. And one more person from YouTube, I have seen Olutayo Amosun. Olutayo. I say even if it's one of the names you got correct. So Olutayo Amosun. Okay. Amazing. Congratulations, the 5 of you. Please reach out to us later. Madam Frana was the commissioner from SEC that represented the DG. Okay. Madam Halima, do you have another question for us? Let's see. So if you want to confirm. Okay, over to you, Madam Halima. Do you have something for me?
Don't mind me. I was muted. I didn't know. All right. So I was going to say many of you were putting Jessica's name, Jessie. So I'm going to ask you a question from something that she said, and let us see if you have it. I'm thinking of which one to ask. And maybe we'll say, she gave five safety rules for every woman. If you can give us just 3, the first people to give us 3. Is that okay, Jennifer?
Okay, the first, yes. Let's take 10 people from here. Madam Jesse already has so many fans, so I know many people will get it right.
They are already getting Oh, wow. The chat, but some people are even giving us the 5.
I like that, honestly.
I'm excited because that means you were following and you were learning. So this is more than even just the game. Wow. Trying to scroll back to see the first person.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing
I think it's Lillian.
We can get up to 6 from here and then 4 from YouTube.
Okay. So the first person is Lillian George, then Maxi, if I got your name correctly. Then do we take Oji Mary? Stop Think Verify. 3.
Yes, you said 3.
I said 3. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I said 3. So Oji Mary is number 3 person.
Okay.
Then Folarin and Omotosho Messi.
Okay, let's take one more. 6 from here. Bamboo are generous. 20 people, so we plenty.
Okay. And then Sheyi Adeni.
Okay. Let's see.
Singers.
So let's come to you. Let me call out those on YouTube. Please message us your email address. Then on YouTube, somebody said I don't have Bamboo. That is fine, although the prizes would be sent to your Bamboo wallet. So on YouTube, we have Hey, there's so many. YouTube people are very active. Please, I'm coming. I'm still scrolling. Okay, Iyanu Oluwaposimi, you have 3. Mas Emerom, you have 3. And then we have Lisa McDonald. Lisa McDonald, those are the first 3 that got it right. So please reach out to us now or later with your email address and the other details we will need to credit your prizes. So how many did I call? 1, 2. Okay, we need one more.
You need one more.
Okay. E3V. E3, this is your name. No problem. Let me track out. E3V2D. That's your handle on YouTube. Congratulations. So we have 15 people now. We have 15 people. Madam Jessie, do you have a question? Okay, do you have a question for us? 5 more. Okay, do you have any question for our audience, or does anybody have any question for our audience so that we can award 5 more people? Or you know what we can do? This remaining 5, after today, for this remaining 5, after this call, just share on social media what your takeaway from this conversation. Tag the Honorable Minister. Please, can you hear me? I'm sorry. So the remaining 5 people, share your takeaway on social media from today's conversation. Mention the people that have impacted us today, which is the Honorable Minister that is hosting this in partnership with SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. Tag them. You can also tag FinTribe so we can track it. We'll randomly select 5 people. So let's know those that actually listened during this conversation. Share it with us on social media and let us know. We'll randomly select 5 people. That makes it 15. So please, if we called your name as a winner today, send us an email, support@thefintribe.com. We have your names. Anyway, financial women are women of integrity. I know only those that we call are going to reach out. Remember, we have your names. So reach out to us via email, support@thefintribe.com. And FinTribe team, please can you share the email address for everyone that won? Congratulations. Over to you, Madam Halima, your meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Oge. And thank you, everyone, SEC and the chief executive that was represented. We want to say on behalf of the Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI, we want to say a very, very big thank you to everyone that signed up and showed up for today's webinar. I am sure that you have learned a lot, and what we want to see from the ministry is, like the minister has been quoted earlier as saying, and that was a directive she was given by the First Lady, the mother of the nation, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu. She told the minister, I want you to put money in the hands of Nigerian women. Whatever you can do, let's empower the women with money, with finances, because anything you do, if you have economic empowerment, if you're economically empowered, you can navigate other spaces easily. You can create your space at the table. You can have a voice. You become more confident in your voice. And so please, let's not take this for granted. It is very valuable. The quality of resource persons we can see from SEC, we can see from FinTribe, from Bamboo. And Bamboo, thank you so much. That was so magnanimous of you, the 20 spots that you gave for the gift. I saw people still asking in the chats. What Jennifer said is that you can, what is a key takeaway from today's webinar? Share it on your social media handle, tag the minister, and then you can maybe screenshot or whatever and let us have it, send it, and you will get your prizes. You are supposed to send a message to the email. Your name has been called out today. Please kindly do that so that you can receive your prize. So having said that, once again, I just want to thank our resource persons, our facilitators. Let's give it up for them. And I want to remind us that this comes up is a regular, it's not a one-off program. No, we were here last month. We're going to keep having this regularly. So just keep your eyes open, invite other ladies you know need to hear what you're hearing, and keep coming back, because every time you come, there's going to be something new you're going to learn. Personally, I learned a lot. Personally, I have gained, like, my eyes have been opened in so many areas. So we are truly grateful to all of you. God bless you, and have a very good afternoon, everyone.
Please hold on. I want to share a contact
So
for
I don't know,
follow-up
Jennifer, anything?
questions.
Yes.
Please, I'm sharing a contact for follow-up questions from SEC. So please check the comment section now. And we are going to also, our follow-up email, we have the contact in case if you have further questions for SEC. They are our regulators. It's not every time you hear direct from the horse's mouth. So please reach out to them. I have shared the contacts now. Thank you so much, everyone. Please, our regards to the Honorable Minister for this opportunity. Thank you, Madam Halima.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, everyone. We'll forward the details of the program coming up next week on unclaimed funds and probate clinic. We'll share it and send to your emails. Madam Jennifer, Financial Jennifer, please, we'll reach out to you all. Thank you so much. It was nice having you all. Thank you for participating actively. We'll be here next time, very soon. Thank you, Halima. You've done a great job. Very, very, very great job. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the next session again. Thank you, Financial Jennifer.
And we'll see you on the 6th. We'll be there. I'll be there. And I encourage as many people as are here, please take advantage of it. If you can't be there physically, join virtually.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.